It's almost game time, and it's time that we share how we think this season will play out before the first whistle even blows. In tonight's episode, titled Headlines Before They Happen. That's right, we will share the headlines you may or may not be reading about Fort Wayne FC by season's end. Are they realistic? Perhaps. Are they ridiculous? Almost certainly some of them. But you get to help us decide if we should post them, pin them, or pitch them in tonight's episode. Let's get into it. This episode of Fort Wayne Footy is brought to you by OmniSource, one of America's largest processors, distributors, and managers of scrap and secondary metals based right here in Fort Wayne. Check out their services at omnisource.com. Fort Wayne Footy is also brought to you by LaserX, the Midwest's largest laser tag and arcade. They specialize in birthday parties, corporate team building, youth groups, sports teams, and family entertainment. You can find them at laserxfw.com. That's laser with a Z. And if you get over there, be sure to tell them Fort Wayne Footy sent you. The season is upon us. It is 6 days from Fort Wayne FC's kickoff in USL League One, their first professional endeavor as a squad, and we cannot wait for it. Tonight, we are giving you our predictions in headlines before they happen. Tonight, we're joined by three incredible panelists that we have on the show. Todd, how you doing tonight, my friend?
I am doing fantastic. It's been a soccer-filled weekend at the AGM and the gala, and just recovering today.
Yeah, and AGM, what does that mean?
So it's basically a 2 days. Starts Friday night with the DOC meeting, goes through Saturday. Just meetings, everything soccer in Indiana.
This is a lot of letters. DOC, AGM. Tell us what they are.
Directors of coaching. The general meeting for Indiana soccer, Hall of Fame inductions, ends with the gala and awards for the year. Just a really good time with everybody soccer in Indiana.
Nice. While you were indoors at the gala and Hall of Fame inductions, Anthony and I were freezing our tails off outside in some crazy Indiana soccer weather today. I was there at 8 a.m. Anthony's just rolling in from his game. Anthony, how are you doing? Are you
doing
warmed
all
up
right?
Yet? You thawed out?
Trying to get warm. Yep. We Oliver had his game at 5 today down in Indy at the Indy Premier facility, and we rolled in 10 minutes ago. So, yeah, it was a great weekend though. I mean, the facilities are great down there in Indy, and just fun to see the kids play and not actually coach them and just get to enjoy as a parent and watch and just watch them play.
Yeah, we were 60 degrees on Friday. At 2 p.m. Friday afternoon. It was beautiful, man. People were taking their jackets and sweatshirts off. Sun was out. It was awesome. This morning we played at 8 a.m. at Westfield High School, and it was, 28, feels like 15. And it's super windy. It's so cold, man. It took forever to thaw out. But good weekend at the Circle City Showcase down there. It was a lot of fun. And Paul, what did you do this weekend? We were freezing. Todd was at a Hall of Fame induction. What did you do? Anything fun?
Was inside. Yeah, it was good. I was fine. No, looking forward to tonight's episode. As you said, we have the anticipation of the first game coming up. We're a little bit giddy about it, and you have a really fun episode planned for tonight. So I'm excited to be part of it. Thanks.
Yeah. We'll get into those headlines here in just a moment. We do, as always, want to kick our show off with some local soccer news, some quick hit stories. And Fort Wayne FC kicks off officially next week. They played their final preseason match, and we actually got results with this one, guys. I don't know if you knew that. We didn't get any results from other preseason matches, but this week we got results. It was an open game at Lexington SC, resulted in a 2-1 defeat of Fort Wayne FC, but Lexington, from my understanding, had to come back. Fort Wayne scored first, struck first blood, and then gave up a couple later in the match from a former Fort Wayne FC player finished them off with that second goal, that game winner there in Lexington. So again, that was a USL championship team. They played a couple MLS 2 teams. They played USL championship teams. They played Bethel, Indiana Tech, all good squads. And I'm just looking forward to this game next week in Naples, the first game that really matters and really counts, which we'll talk about, give you that match preview later in the show. Tomorrow night, though, is, I don't know if you've heard, there's a kit reveal, the away kit reveal for Fort Wayne FC. It's an event for season ticket holders and invited guests, sponsors, I believe, will be there. So we'll be there covering this kit reveal. So we're really excited about that one as well. Mark Music and DeMarcus Beasley were named Matt Anthony's Foundation Redcoat recipients. Paul, tell us just, a little bit about that.
Yeah, they posted it on their social media. There's a nice quote in there where the Matt Anthony Foundation said that their commitment to our community and investment in making it a world-class place to live, work, and play makes them more than deserving of this recognition. So their impact on the community, I believe the foundation also helps out with giving back to children. So it's philanthropic, and the fact that they're not just building a soccer team, but helping out the Fort Wayne community, and it's being recognized. That's pretty cool.
Yep, for sure. Excited to have those guys, happy for those guys, and excited to have them behind this team, especially with all that we've heard from some other teams here recently in USL 1, with some teams that, nothing against ownership, but teams that aren't playing now that we're planning to, 3 weeks ago. Anyway, MLIS matches this weekend. Men Sentinels traveled to Toronto, first international match.
Yeah.
Not a good result. It's a 13-2 result up there. 1927 hosted Kansas City this morning and almost flipped the Sentinels result. So it was like 11-5 over Kansas City this morning, the 1927 team. And then Sentinels hosted FC Indiana again this afternoon. Is that right? Do we know?
Yeah, I'm not sure what the score was. I didn't get an update there yet. So
yeah,
not sure.
And the women had the weekend off. They play a couple more games, March 8th and March 15th. Those are always fun. Get up there, check those out. This last week, we did a couple special episodes. One was a special show about the youth soccer changes in the age groupings. We streamed that live on Thursday night. If you're interested in any of that, it's available. It's on YouTube only. We're not going to release it on our audio outlets. It was just a YouTube only show, but we've gotten a lot of traction from that. People have appreciated the conversation, and we'll do a second one with some of our coaches from our squad to talk about that from that perspective. We also started a special series of episodes called Crests and Colors this week. So right after that live show, I jumped on with Ian Anderson from the Forza Naples podcast that covers FC Naples for our first edition of Crests and Colors, which is available now for our squad members over the Footy Faithful squad members that give $10 a month to the show. You get early access to that. It will be available to the general public on Tuesday morning. So if you're interested in that, just mark that. Maybe notifications, subscribe to us on YouTube, mark your notifications, and when that drops, you will get access to that. That is a lot of fun stuff that I had. Todd, I know you mentioned you were at the AGM, the gala, the Hall of Fame induction. A lot of representation at this from Fort Wayne folks this year. Walk us through a lot of awards from Fort Wayne people.
Yeah, absolutely. It was a great time. The keynote speaker was Jürgen Sommer, from grassroots to the World Cup and back. World Cup player, now coaches down in Carmel. Great keynote from him. The day highlighted Coach Avery inducted into the Indiana Soccer Hall of Fame. Great honor there. He gave during the gala a great speech on looking at the world through the eyes of a child, talking about the adoption of his child and how that went down and everything, and just the eternal optimism and joy of a child. Great speech there. It was great to support him as he went into the Hall of Fame. join. We've got a lot of Fort Wayne representation in the hall. But it's great to see another connection. From the local clubs, rec coach of the year, and I'm going to butcher his name, Guilherme France from Fort Wayne United was the rec coach of the year. A couple of young female referees, Grace and Addie Glick, were named the young female referees. And as a side note, it was their 18th birthday. The
how cool
referee assigner Jeannie Wilt, if you guys know her, brought a cake up on stage for them, and as she was presenting the award, and had everybody wish them a happy birthday.
Nice.
Stephanie Hine from Fort Wayne Sport Club was named the manager of the year. And then Jason Schrader was the Tops coach of the year, and Jordan Schrader was the Tops buddy of the year. If you don't know what Tops is, it stands for the Outreach Program Soccer. It's an adaptive soccer program for those with different needs. Pairs up a buddy with each young athlete. It's a great program, free program, run completely on grants and donations. No, great day. A lot of Fort Wayne representation down there. At the meetings, at the gala.
That's awesome. Good to hear that. Good to see that. Congrats to all the winners and those who winners or not, recognition for Fort Wayne Soccer United and Sport Club. Pretty cool down there. We had some chatter here in the comment section about the away kit, and it is, yes, confirmation. The kit reveal will just be the away kit tomorrow, and we have a little sneak peek for you exclusively here on Fort Wayne Footy. A couple of these photos you might have seen on social media. There's a new one exclusively tonight that we have to share with you. So if you are watching on your screen right now, you will see a third photo. It looks like Burns Shipman in this photo, backlit with the goalkeeper kit. So you can't really see the color. You can't really see the design in it. But it does get us a little bit more excited about what's coming our way tomorrow night. So word on the street is there may be more photos revealed before the actual kit reveal. And so keep an eye out for maybe one or two more of those. And then by tomorrow evening, you will be able to see the full on away kit. And yes, it will be for sale at the event. If you're making your way up there, you will have access to purchasing the away kit tomorrow night. So excited to see that one. We're excited to be there. Like as a season ticket holder, I'll be there to like be part of it, but we'll be there as a media team covering the event as well. So hopefully we'll get some interviews with some folks from the team, maybe confirmation of players' positions, and maybe even confirmation on names, last names, Morgan, Jordan, whatever it is, we'll confirm that tomorrow night for you as well.
Hey, Brian, we had the scrimmage in Lexington.
Yes.
And one of our supporters said there was social media that came out about it, and the fronts of the jerseys they were just training kit, I think, type jerseys, but maybe some sponsorship logos were kind of revealed in that.
Yes, I did see that.
Shout out to Ryan Smeltzer.
Yeah. I did see that. It looked like it was the kits that they've been wearing. Just they've been playing in Indiana, so they've been the long sleeve training kits. It looked like they had short sleeve ones, but these did have sponsors across the front in their photos. So we'll see if that's going to be what it looks like tomorrow or not. It looks like from the one picture here, we've got a yellow sleeve, at least yellow kit, maybe, perhaps coming out. And so, yeah, looking forward to seeing those tomorrow night, and we'll bring you the coverage that we can from that event. But tonight, hey, before I jump ahead, sometimes I forget we get late in the show and I say, hey, if you want to get a hold of us, I want to just do that now. Like if you have questions for us, like the chat is a great place to do it here during our live show. But if we're not live, which we aren't most of the week, and you've got questions, you want to reach out to us, you can find us on Facebook, on Instagram, on Blue Sky. We're always here on YouTube. Check us out, send us a comment, send us a message, send us a note that way. Hit us up at info@fortwaynefooty.com. And it's a great way to, ask questions. Maybe we'll get into it on the next show. If something, maybe Anthony says something that's not correct and you want to just correct him. Like, that's never happened to me before, but maybe Anthony, I don't know. What's that?
Tonight's the night.
Tonight might be the night. By the way, guys, I'm feeling a little ADD right now. As I look at our screen, I've got this, remember Sesame Street? Like, one of these things is not like the other. Yep. Like, we got our hoodies on, and then we've got a previous Fort Wayne FC kit there. But he's rocking the hat that I'm rocking. So we'll let him stick around here. Todd, that hat saved you tonight, my friend. Hey, so tonight's show, we told you we had a fun one, and I'm going to quit rambling. We do have a fun show for you tonight. Headlines before they happen. And here's how tonight is going to work. We are going to invite our audience, those of you who are watching live, to participate with us, not only in these headlines. So if you have headlines, I'll explain them here in a second. You can drop those in the chat and we'll vote on those too. But let me explain the voting here. We're going to start with our big, bold predictions, our bold headlines, like things that could really happen. But if they did, it would be a real stretch, right? We'll talk about that. And we're going to vote. Here's our system. You can post it like, I'm behind this. It's going to happen. I believe it. Let's go, right? Post it. Second option is pin it. Maybe, possibility, I'm going to wait and see before I say post it. Let's pin it to the board. We'll save it for later. We'll come back to it, right? And pitch it. Pitch it just means y'all are crazy. Get that out of there. That's not going to happen this season. All right. So as we go, we would love for you to drop your votes in the comments tonight, and we'll have the headlines up on the screen. And again, if you have headlines that you want to big, bold predictions, drop them in the comments as well. We will get to those, as many as we can, and we'll vote on your headlines just like you vote on ours. Now, we'll start with the big, bold ones. We'll go to a second round that is more like realistic headlines. Like, these things could legitimate happen, right? And then we'll give you just some out there viral clickbait headlines that we just think are kind of fun, but maybe some of them could happen. Most of them, perhaps not, but they're fun anyway. So guys, let's start with our big, bold predictions for the 2026 season. And Anthony, I'm going to let you kick us off with your first big, bold prediction.
All right. I say we're getting promoted. We're moving on up.
Fort Wayne FC gets promoted. All right. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, Todd, what do you think of this one?
There's a big problem with that, and that is USL has not implemented promotion relegation yet.
It's coming.
He's defending it already. Oh man. Yeah. Paul,
I like the thought, though. I like the thought, but
yeah, I love the optimism.
Maybe next year.
See, tonight,
Okay.
I told you tonight was the night. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Good. It could happen.
All right. So we've got forward thinking in the chat. Forward thinking. So
there we
pin
go.
it. he says pin. Okay. All right, man. I'll give you that. Pin it. Not for the 2026 season. I'm going to say pitch it for the 2026 season, maybe the 27, 28, but this has to get voted on first. Christina says, so sorry, but pin it at best. All right.
2 pin
it. All right. That was our first one. Paul, get us started, or take us to our next big, bold prediction here. Headlines before they happen.
Yeah, I'm gonna embrace the, Northeast Indiana's largest outdoor venue is going to deliver the entertainment. So I'm going to go Brooks and Dunn, FWFC1, a week of music and soccer at Fort Wayne FC Park. So we're going to have a concert, and then we're going to have a big win on that following weekend. So we know it's a soccer specific stadium, and we're looking for some fun home games. But I think it'd be awesome if they also had some sort of entertainment come in to just make it above and beyond that facility in Fort Wayne.
And that's the plan, I hear, right? They're going to do some concerts and do some things like that. So
Brooks and Dunn, I threw it out there. There's
the headline, it rhymes, man.
It rhymed.
I don't know that I'm on board with Brooks and Dunn, but I like that it rhymes, so I'll go with it. Brooks and Dunn, Fort Wayne FC 1, a week of music and soccer at Fort Wayne FC Park, Northeast Indiana's largest outdoor venue, delivers the entertainment. Anthony, what do you think? Are we posting it, pinning it, or pitching it?
I'm gonna say, I'll do a Christina pin it at best here.
Ooh, okay. Why is that? Give us your rationale here. Why just pin it? Not confident in this one?
No, not quite. Not yet.
In Fort Wayne FC or Brooks and Dunn?
Brooks and Dunn.
Okay.
Fort Wayne FC for sure. The Brooks and Dunn is where you got me.
If you could put a band in there, who would you put in there, Anthony?
Ooh, I would go some OAR. That'd be a good one here. I don't know if that's gonna ring a bell for many, but yep.
OAR, that's who we are. I don't know. I'm trying to rhyme it. I don't know. Not good. I'm gonna stick with the Sesame Street songs tonight.
Oh, VAR and OAR. Right.
There you go. There you go. Todd, who would you put in there?
Ooh, for an act, what is it? About a 9,000 seat stadium.
Yep.
I'm so out of the music scene. Everything I listen to is if it's past 2000, I do. You might be able to get somebody in there, like.
He's thinking too hard for this one.
I really don't know.
Let's just move on. All right, I'm gonna say, despite Brooks and Dunn, I'm gonna say post it. This would be a fun one, a fun real life headline here. OAR, Brooks and Dunn, Trace Atkins. Oh my goodness. Christina says they need staff for that and they're doing a career fair, so trash it for now. It's pitch it, by the way. Pitch it. It's gotta be a P. All right. Todd, give us your big bold headline.
Okay, I will go with Lillian Rico wins the Golden Boot with 14 goals.
All right. Lillian Rico wins Golden Boot with 14 goals this season. Paul, post it, pin it, or pitch it?
Oh man, I'd love to post it. Right. I mean, the Golden Boot the runner up last year, he's out of the league now. So
yeah,
maybe open for the taking.
Yeah. Do you know what the goals what the total was? I don't remember.
I believe 17 was last year.
Okay, so 17 won it last year. 14 might be a stretch. I'm gonna pin this one. Not that I don't think it could happen. I just don't know if 14 is gonna do it in this league. So we got a lot of post it. We got Jason, Christina, and Dwayne all saying post it. Let's go. Anthony, what do you think?
Post it. Let's do it.
Post it. Man, I'm the outlier here. I'm skeptical just because it's 14. I'm going to say pin it, and we'll come back around to this one. Let me give you my big, bold prediction this year is that USL 1 newcomers Fort Wayne Football Club concede the fewest goals of all USL 1 teams in the 2026 season, becoming the first expansion team in the league history to do so. Post it, pin it, or pitch it. There's only one right answer here, guys.
Wait, did you have a number on that, or was it just minimum, just the fewest?
Just the fewest. I didn't put a goal number on this.
I'm leaning towards post it.
Yeah,
have to post it
with the experience in the back line, and I'm leaning towards post it.
Yeah. All right.
I think it's bold. I maybe not the fewest in USL 1. So
it's not fewest in league history, but first expansion team in league history to do it.
Good caveat.
Yes.
You could do that this year.
All right. Hey, I'm gonna say I won this one. We got a lot of post-its here. People on board with this, and we've got Raquel Briscoe in here. What are we pinning? We are reading headlines that have not happened yet. We're posting it. If you're just joining us, we're posting it, pinning it, or pitching it. These were our big, bold ones. I know we have a few more. We may come back to these a little bit later in the show, but I want to move on to our realistic headlines. Like, maybe aren't as fun as the big, bold predictions, and maybe some of the others we'll get to, but these are ones that, based on what we know of the team, of the signings, and of the league, these are ones that could potentially really happen. And we're going to ask you to really get into it with your thoughts on post it, pin it, or pitch it. Paul, kick us off. Give us your first potentially realistic headline here.
Coach Avery has made it clear that he wants to bring in young players and that not to be their final stop. So my realistic is teenage phenom Daniel Oyetunde picked up by MLS FC Cincinnati. Maybe FC Cincinnati is, not the team, but he's gonna get picked up by a higher tier team.
Okay. I didn't say that team name, just for the record. It was not me, but I appreciate it being out there. Yeah. Post it, pin it, or pitch it. Anthony.
Let's say post it. I mean, that'd be awesome. I know, like Coach Avery said, the players are here for, hopefully a small amount of time, and any MLS team, but FC Cincinnati, that'd be great. Yeah, let's do it.
All right. I take it. Let's see how he does, how he performs. I'm going to pin this one. I think, because I'd love to see it happen. Love to see the guy move on. Young. I will say FC Cincinnati is not real high on young talent. Although they did win 9-0 with their second team against a team from Dominican the other day. But we'll see. I'm hopeful. I'll pin this one. Todd?
I would pitch it. I think that's probably a little early. That's our two steps up.
I wish I had a sound effect. That's our first one we're pitching. All right.
I would love to see it, but mid-season switching, picking up, I think that's a stretch.
Are you saying mid-season?
Ooh, mid-season. Yeah.
Were you saying mid-season, or are you saying
at the end? I'm saying kind of coming out of the season, after the season.
Out of
this
season.
Might be well after.
I interpret that as mid-season. Yeah. So coming out of the season, pin it.
Okay. All right. He's backtracking.
Backtracking a little. I'm still leaning towards the pitch it, but.
All right. I was excited. We pitched our first one. We'll get to it. I'll throw one of yours out. Todd, give us, since you almost pitched it, give us your next headline.
After struggling the first half of the season, a young Fort Wayne FC squad is solid down the stretch, claiming the final playoff spot on the last game of the season.
All right. What is it?
Finish eighth.
8 playoff spots and 17 teams. I'll start us off. I'm going to pitch this one.
Of course, because you're just backlashing on my
I'm going to pitch this one because I don't think it's going to come down to the last game of the season.
Okay.
What?
I think they're going to get there before the last game, but I do like the headline. Paul, Anthony, what are you doing here?
I'll pin it. We'll pin it. First year, I mean, any success, final playoff spot, And Brian, you're wishful thinking. I hope so. I hope that's the case, but we'll pin it for sure.
I'm a little optimistic. Here.
Yeah, Paul? I'll post it.
Post it.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, we've got one. Raquel, I think we're getting there way before that. I love it. So she also says, pitch it. We don't need to wait till the last game of the season. Pitch it. We're getting rid of this one. All right.
That's semantics. Last game.
It's the headline. I like the headline. Got to be a little bit more optimistic than that. Anthony, did we get yours yet?
No. So my realistic one is just Fort Wayne FC Park impressing visiting fans and players. Brand new stadium and a great fan experience for them.
Post it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Anybody else? Post it.
Yeah.
If you say pitch it, we might you might not be back on the show. I don't know.
Yeah, that was a pretty easy one, but hey, realistic, right? So there we go.
Yep. All right. We got another post it in the comments. Awesome. I love it. And Paul, give us your next headline. You started us off here, didn't you?
I did.
Realistic. Let me give you one from Sean Black. who wrote in. He says Fort Wayne FC has a positive goal differential in its first season. Post it, pin it, or pitch it.
I'll post that.
I'll post it.
I'll pin it.
Okay. All right, so guys, this isn't a hard one, right?
Solid
if we're saying
defense.
they're getting into the playoffs, they're not going to
Yeah.
have a negative goal differential here, right? Like this is an easy post.
What's the last game they get in?
No,
Yeah,
no,
which
one
scenario are
goal.
we going, Brian? Which scenario?
No. You're not getting in the playoffs negative goal differential. Come on, boys. All right, we got a lot of post-its here in the comments because they think you're crazy too that you thought about it that long. Let me give you one of mine here. U.S. League One officials look to Fort Wayne and Boise as blueprints seeking to set standards for expansion clubs moving forward.
Post it.
Post it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Love it. I think I win the day on this one here. We got all post-its for me. Looking good here. Got a few in the comments. I don't know if it was for me or if it was for the last ones, but I'm going to show all these post-its here in the comments just to make myself feel good about it.
Well, when
All
your
right.
predictions like the sun will rise today, I mean, you're going to get it posted, Brian.
Listen, when Sean says has a positive goal differential in its first season, everybody goes, yeah, it's not that black and white. I'm just saying. All right, let's go with the second round of these realistic ones here. Anthony, I'll pass it to you to give us your next one.
Yep. Fort Wayne FC wins their first game. Played in front of a packed house, a man down.
A man down.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Any if you were to finish writing this article, do we know why they're playing a man down?
Oh boy, that's a great question. Let's see here. Ooh, I want to say keeper comes out. It makes a dangerous tackle, a controversial red given, and we have to have our backup come in, playing a man down, and then we'll make it as exciting as possible, that first one.
Okay. Before we vote on this one, can I tell you guys something? I learned this weekend that at least in youth soccer, it is possible to talk a ref out of giving you a card. Did you know that?
It's like the opposite of
Did you know
dissent.
Yes, it was. Play happened. A foul was given to one team, and the player that committed the foul kicked the ball 20 yards downfield. Ref approached him with a yellow card out of his pocket, halfway up in the air, and the kid approached him and said, "I was kicking it to their captain." And he turned around, and our center back had the ball at his foot, just happened to be. So the ref puts the yellow card back in his pocket. It's possible.
Good play.
Man.
Yeah.
Okay.
More to that story maybe later in the show. A little bit bitter about that game. All right, we've got in the chat, we have another we didn't vote on this one. Let's vote on this one. Are we pinning it, posting it, or pitching it? Fort Wayne FC wins home opener playing a man down in a packed house.
I'm going to pitch it. We're going to be disciplined and not go man down, but we will win the home opener.
There we go, Todd.
Yep, I'm gonna pitch it too.
Ooh. I'm posting it.
Thanks, Brian.
Yep. I'm posting
You want the
it.
drama?
I want the drama. I don't want to see us lose a guy, go a man down, but I want a team that competes. And if they do it and they win in front of a packed house, a man down, even better, right? It's a controversial red. He probably didn't deserve it.
Exactly.
It is what it is. I'm posting it. Awesome. Good one, Anthony. Todd, give us your next headline.
I'll go off of Anthony's there, and I'll go with Fort Wayne FC delights fans with a 2-1 victory as the new stadium has here's the controversial part, a soft opening with many parts left unfinished
Oh.
Yeah.
due to construction delays. They'll have the they'll have the seating, the pitch will be ready.
Okay.
Is it going to be a soft
God.
opening, or are they going to get it done?
I have thoughts. Paul, Anthony, what are you going with?
Announced
That's-
it.
What's this?
It's talking.
Announced it. What's somewhere between pin and post? Yeah.
I've got to agree. Post it. Yep.
You're gonna post. I'm gonna pitch this one.
Ooh.
I'm gonna pitch this one. I don't think they open the stadium until it's finished. And we've got a post from this weekend that says it will be done. Crews are working. It will be done by May 2nd. I still think they want fan experience to be the best possible experience it can be. So I'm fully supportive that it's going to be done by May 2nd. But the caveat, if it's not, I think they find some other place to host a game and open it up to a great fan experience. But I'm still pushing. I believe it's going to be done May 2nd. So I'm pitching this one. I don't think it's going to be left unfinished. I think it's done, and it'll be the best fan experience on opening day that we've seen in USL 1.
I do think even if it's not done, they will have it there, but do extras for the fan experience.
Okay. All right.
Because of the quality of the front office. Yep.
I think it's quality. I think they would do that if it's not done, but I think it'll be done. I'm pitching it. All right. Let's we had one in the comments here. I'm going to throw up. In an unprecedented situation, USL unanimously votes Three Rivers Regiment best supporters group to ever exist.
Unprecedented.
Oh, all right. Putting us on the spot here. What do you think?
To ever exist. Wow, that's a lot of
to ever exist. All right. You guys are all quiet and hesitant. I'm going to jump in. I'm going to say pin this one, right? I think we've got a great supporters group, but there are supporters groups like Portland Hearts of Pine, the Dirigo Union is out there. The Flock, I think they're called, in Wisconsin at Madison. I could have that wrong. I believe that's what, there's some great supporters groups, and that's one thing that I've really learned and appreciated about USL League One. So best group to ever exist. I think we've got some ways to go, but I think it's possible. So I'm going to pin this one.
Yeah, I'll pin it. I think the superlative is what hurt that post, but I love it. I think they're going to be great. I think they're already putting efforts in the off season, and best or not, they're going to be great for our team.
Yep, absolutely. Thanks for kicking that in. Revoking Patreon membership after this episode. I'm saying we could do it.
I said post that. What do you?
There is a great precedent of teams who have been there a little bit, and we'll get there. And if we won't be right now, I think we'll get there. So support them, the Three Rivers Regiment. Get out there, join, and be part of it. We've got Paul. Did you give your second one here yet?
I have not.
All right, give us your second.
The theme with the stadium being done, and Fort Wayne FC sets USL 1 single game attendance record.
Okay,
we have the potential to do it. Just over 9,000, and the current record is 7,500. One Knoxville, I believe, and we have a stadium that's, I think, the third largest. So we have the potential to do it. Why not? We can do it on the first day.
All right. Fort Wayne FC sets USL 1 a single game attendance record. I'm posting it.
Post it.
I'm posting it.
I had the same headline as one of my options. I'm posting that.
All right. Well, hey, we got to get fans out there, right? Mm-hmm. So if you're listening to the show, one way to do that is to pass the show on, share it with your friends, get more people behind what we're doing here at Fort Wayne Footy. So more people are informed of what's happening with Fort Wayne FC and want to attend and get out there and fill that stadium. We could make this happen, gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, we could make this happen. Share the show, get the news out, and we will be part of history, right?
Right.
Single game attendance record at Fort Wayne FC Park. Let me give you one more, and then we'll go to our mid-show ads. I'm going to go with, let's see. Which one do I want? I'll go with this one. Ricol and Awudor impress early as a dynamic duo proves to be one of the best offensive partnerships in the league. Post it, pin it, or pitch it.
I'll post it. I had Ricol winning the Golden Boot.
You sure did.
They were college teammates, right? At University of Central Florida, right?
Yep.
Why not? Yeah.
Post it.
I'll pin that. I'll pin it.
You'll pin it. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Both from out of college. Yeah.
All right. Anthony, like as a coach, one of the hardest things is offensive partnerships, right?
Yep.
To develop. They take time to read your players, know where they're going to run, know where they're going to be, front post, back post when you play a ball in. These two have played together for a year now. I think they're going to start fast.
I think it will help. They should have a leg up on a couple of the other teams. And again, the experience together. And I mean, Brian, you probably saw it this weekend with your son's team. You get some new players out there. The chemistry is, just a little off, 1 or 2 steps behind. And if these two already have some chemistry, I mean, I think it's a definite post. Definite post.
All right. Love it. All right. Hey, we have some more fun headlines here after the break. We'll come back with some of our viral headlines that may or may not be realistic, but they'll go viral if we post them. Back with that right after this.
This portion of the show is brought to you by Dead One Pest Control. If you've been looking for a local pest control service in Fort Wayne and surrounding communities, look no further than Dead One Pest Control. They work with both residential and commercial clients to get rid of all types of pests, including those dreaded bed bugs. No job is too big or small for them to handle, so you can count on their capable crew for whatever local pest control service you need. Reach out today to schedule an appointment at deadonepestcontrol.com. And remember, the only good pest is a dead one. And if you're looking for tree service of any kind, including removal, trimming, stump grinding, or landscaping, check out R&T Tree Experts. They work year-round, even through these cold winter months, so you don't have to wait for spring. Just visit their website, fill out their estimate request form, and be sure to tell them Fort Wayne Footy sent you to receive 10% off your service.
All right. We are grateful for all of our sponsors and our Patreon supporters, and apparently we'll be down one after this show. So we would love your support. Join us on Patreon. We've got $2, $5 a month, $2, $5, and $10 a month sponsorships with different benefits at each level. $2 gets you some additional content. $5 gets you access to our Discord, which is a ton of fun. $10 gets you access, like we said earlier, to Crests and Colors and some other early access content there. All right, we're going to move on to some viral tabloid headlines this season. And who hasn't started yet? Paul, have you not started?
I have started.
All right. Todd, kick us off.
Yeah. Okay, and this might go back to I might change it up a little bit to a red card in the opening match for our goalkeeper, but I had Ari Briscoe and Bern Shipman both out with food poisoning. Local podcast celebrity Brian Biedenbach is brought out of the stands to clinch the 3-2 win, sealing his place in Fort Wayne sports lore with 1-0 Joe Franke.
Long headline.
All right. Long headline, but 1-0 Joe Franke. Todd filled me in on that. I wasn't aware of that story, the Comet story from back in the day. Equipment manager, right? Called in to fill in the net and wins the game.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. 1-0 Joe.
1-0 Joe. All right. Are we posting, pinning, or pitching this one, guys?
How long's the walk from your seat? You're like in the upper level, right?
Yeah. I mean, I'm just going to say I'll be out of breath before I get to the field. So I'm pitching this one. I love the optimism, but I'm pitching this one.
Got to pitch it. Sorry, Brian.
Thanks for the vote of confidence there.
Yeah, no chance.
No, I love it. That's a fun one. There we go. Man, oh man. She says, "Oh God, no." LOL. That's funny. All right. Paul, give us your tabloid crazy headline.
Well, there's several reasons this wouldn't happen, but mine is Messi, Miami to play at Fort Wayne FC in Open Cup. First game on turf for the GOAT.
Okay. All right. Let's go. Maybe next year. Open Cup. Fort Wayne's not playing an Open Cup, but next year, possibility. Miami comes to Fort Wayne. Messi plays on turf. What are the chances? Pin it, post it, or pitch it? Anthony, you're laughing at him.
We got to unfortunately pitch it. Sorry, Paul. I wish.
Yeah, you got to pitch that.
Yeah.
I love it, but
reality is Fort Wayne, if this all happened, could host an MLS squad in that stadium, which would be awesome. Messi playing on turf, not a chance, especially in a USL League One stadium. Messi is not risking playing on turf in that stadium. Pitch it out the door. But I love the thought of Fort Wayne FC hosting an Open Cup game at some point in the future. Hopefully,
We'd set
in
the
near
attendance
future.
record. We'd get the attendance record.
Oh yeah.
Right? We would. How much would you pay for a ticket at Fort Wayne FC Park to see Messi at least like sit on the bench because he's not going to play? All right, nothing. Nobody says anything. All right, moving on. Anthony, crazy headline. What are you going with? By the way, I'm just going to preface this by saying this was one of my favorites when it came in. Like, these guys have not seen each other's headlines. I'm the only one that has seen these, and this was one of my favorites. So I'm just going to preface it by that. Anthony, give it to us.
There we go. Fort Wayne FC Park to host the Chicago Bears while the new Hammond Stadium is being built. Multi-use stadium, kind of lean on Paul's there. Not quite Brooks and Dunn, but,
Caleb Williams, yeah. I go watch him play.
So they're skipping right over Notre Dame Stadium, coming straight to Fort Wayne.
It's all about the new screen, the big screen we have.
The big screen's bigger than Notre Dame screen. It's they're coming here to do it because of that. Oh man, I would love to post this one. That would be so much fun.
I would love that. As a Bears fan, let's do it.
Be a lot of Bears fans in Fort Wayne. They would they would get the attendance record at Fort Wayne FC Park. They would fill that. I guarantee that one. Oh man. I'm gonna go with did I get mine? Okay, here we go. All right. Are y'all ready for this one?
Yeah.
Here we go. Team admits they were wrong about Moose's position and share they actually invited the wrong player to camp. Post it, pin it, or pitch it. Amanda is not here to give her opinion.
He was listed as a midfielder, but historically he's a defender.
Okay. All right.
Shipman says he's a defender. So it's
he
a
plays where coach tells him.
He plays where coach tells him. All right. I like that. We'll go with that one. Man. All right. That was our crazy headlines, guys. That was a fun part of the show. I want to get to some actually FC Naples game match preview here in a minute. But I know we all submitted other headlines we didn't actually get to tonight. Are there any others that you would like to share, whether we vote on them or not, things that you're maybe pretty confident about that you'd like to get out there and say, man, I would really love for this to be the case?
I got one that I thought was interesting. I thought about a little bit. Coach Mike Avery named as a finalist for USL Coach of the Year, and midfielder Thaig Haley named a finalist for USL Newcomer of the Year. I was just interested because Avery is bringing a different style and maybe not some of the experience at the USL 1 level. He could shake things up, and it's just a finalist. It's not saying he's winning Coach of the Year, but at least mentioned in that. I thought that could be an interesting to see how that ship pans out.
Healy was listed one of the players to watch too by the USL. Yeah,
he was.
So was Shipman. Yeah. So
yep.
We got a couple players already up on the radar.
Yeah. Which again is what makes me really excited about this team is that Thaig Healy was named, as you mentioned, player to watch. Shipman was named as a player to watch. We know what we have in Briscoe. We know what we have in the back line with Diaz and Sproat and Hernandez. We've got experienced guys like Musa. I'm going to throw him in there on that back line. Juan Solis, the 6'8" center back. We got Michael Rempel that Coach Avery speaks very highly of on that back line. So we've got solid guys there. We've got guys like Ryan Betcher that we interviewed here on the show that other people have named him as he's a guy to watch this season. I can't believe Omaha let him go. Why is he in Fort Wayne? That's crazy. And we've got the NAIA Player of the Year that they just announced recently. They've got Recol and Awudor who have chemistry coming out of Central Florida, playing together, putting up 20 goals, 19 assists. Like, this is a team that has a lot of upside, firepower, and defensive strength. There's going to be a lot of people talking about this team going forward, and it may not be Tag Healy, but Tag Healy is a guy that can put clutch goals in really important matches. And so it might not be him, it might not be Rico, but it's going to be somebody on this team is going to come out on top as a player, like one of the top players in this league. And it might be most of them, some of them. I don't know. It's going to be an exciting team to watch.
You know who they also have, Brian, is Fort Wayne Footy, and you and all the work you've done for the interview. We've interviewed several of those players. So my headline is Fort Wayne Footy podcast hits 1,000 or maybe 1 million subscribers.
A million subscribers.
Maybe 1,000. Let's go with 1,000. Right?
Let's go realistic. Let's go 1,000. Let's go 1,000. 1 million's maybe a stretch. Yeah.
Why not?
That would be awesome. We're at 210 right now. If you want to help us get to 1,000 and you're watching or you're listening, pop on over to YouTube and hit that subscribe button. Also hit that notification bell. So when we do drop an episode, you get notified. When we post that we're going live, you get notified and you can join us here in the comments live. Love it. We got a lot of Post-its for that one. Awesome. Anthony, any other headlines you wanted to get out there tonight?
I said that Fort Wayne FC could finish top half of the table. I mean, I think that would be a solid first season. Obviously we want it to be better, but I mean, hey, first season USL 1, let's just see what it looks like. Let's, kind of get used to the league and, see where we stand. I think it'd be a nice little goal.
Yep. I love that one. Let's see. Do I have another one I wanted to share before we move on? I've thought long and hard about these, and these were fun for me. I'm going to say at midpoint of the season, Fort Wayne defender Juan Solis leads the league in headers won.
And dunks. Yeah, he's
and
so
dunks.
big.
And dunks.
I saw him in person. He looked like an NBA
possible.
player. He's so tall.
Oh man, I love it. All right. Well, hey, maybe we'll do a mid-season show revisiting some of these headlines to see where we're at. Maybe we'll have some new headlines to share at the time, but that was fun, guys. Let's transition for the last few minutes. Let's talk about this match that's coming up, because there is a real match that Fort Wayne FC is playing in Naples, Florida this Saturday, March the 7th at Paradise Sports Complex. We have an episode coming out of Crests and Colors where I talked to Ian Anderson from the Forza Naples podcast all about their team, how they just started last year, right, guys? They're 1 year in, they're a year ahead of us. They finished 4th on the table last year, had a really stout defense, and a lot of things have changed for them this year, and so they still have a lot of questions as far as like who is going to play center back. They brought in 2 internationals. They lost their 2 strong center backs last year. A couple attacking players. They're questioning like where the goal is going to come from. You can hear all of that in Tuesday's episode. It's going to be released of Crest and Colors, talking to, again, Ian Anderson of the Forza Naples podcast. But as we get into this season preview, FC Naples, I just mentioned a little bit of their turnover. Their second season as a club this year. One of the things that Ian talked about is that they didn't have a team before this. Like, they were starting a professional team from scratch. And he talks all about supporter culture, how they built that from nothing, where Fort Wayne FC has several years of soccer, several years of fans, several years of supporters behind them moving into the league. So we've got a leg up in that sense. But it was an interesting conversation with Ian talking about supporter culture this year. Paul, I know you've done a little bit of looking into FC Naples. What have you learned about the Carson Henderlong is a player that scored a lot of goals for them last year that's not playing for them this year?
Yeah, he's moving up to the USL Championship. He was second. He was a runner-up to the Golden Boot last year, so they'll definitely miss him. But yeah, that's crazy to think. First year last year, They did really well. They made it to the semifinals and the playoffs. Their coach, Matt Poland, was one of the 4 coaches nominated for Coach of the Year last year. There's a couple of articles out there that said, they were one of the most complete teams, or USL said they were the most consistent expansion team. So even though they lost a couple players, I think they had great momentum just after 1 year, and I can't imagine them, just not picking up where they left off last year.
Yeah, but I think that's tough, right? If you have one of the best defenses in the league and you lose your 2 center backs, they've got 2 new international players coming in that have experience but have not played. They haven't seen them play on the pitch with this team yet. So there's questions there. Again, with Henderlong leaving, runner up to the Golden Boot, Ian talked a lot about where the goal's going to come from. They've got guys coming in, but where are they going to come from? Who's going to produce? He was responsible for most of their goals last season. So a lot of questions there. If you guys remember, when we interviewed Kaylor Hodges from the USL show, we asked him about teams to watch next year. FC Naples was top on his list. They thought it was a very interesting pick. They could be a really great team, but they offloaded. I didn't know at the time who he was talking about, but they offloaded several of their players to other teams in USL League One and USL Championship. As you mentioned, and the Tampa Bay Rowdies there. So could be an interesting game, guys. Fort Wayne FC, then, we've talked about them a lot here on this show. On paper, right? A lot of attacking firepower. We've talked about that. It's very stout, strong defense. We've talked about that. Midfield, on paper, again, looks like they've got a lot of ball winners and a lot of guys that are creative in passing the ball and progressing it forward. Yet to be seen from our perspective. But what do you expect out of Fort Wayne FC in this first match against FC Naples, knowing the questions that FC Naples has, even if you don't know the team?
I think I look at organizational experience. Maybe Fort Wayne, while we've been around several years, doesn't have the experience getting on an airplane, traveling as a team. The USL won. Naples is staying home. They've, probably have a little bit more stable of a roster than Fort Wayne FC has right now. A lot of the guys haven't played together. Some played in college together. A couple played last year on the team, but for the most part, the team is a new team where Naples has a little bit more stability in the roster. I think it'll be a tight game. It'll be one of those 1-0, 2-1 type of games as teams figure themselves and each other out. But I think early on in the season, some of the organizational inexperience in the USL 1 level may come to play. But
yeah, okay. Anthony, thoughts on this match, knowing what the little that you know of Naples and little that we've seen of Fort Wayne FC?
Yeah, I hope we just come out and, kind of to Todd's point, we don't know what we don't know. So let's come out and play free, I hope. It sounds like they've lost a couple center backs. Let's attack right away. Let's be aggressive, first 15, let's throw it at them. Let's see if they can handle the pace we want to play. Let's see, let's see where we stand. And just, I hope, like I said, we're a newer team, not really that much experience playing together, but I hope we can come out and, again, just play free, play brave, and, kind of have that inexperience on our side at this point, Yeah.
Yeah. Paul, any thoughts on this one?
Yeah, I think Christina just made a nice comment there where I think we have a lot of things working in Naples' favor for this. It's their second season, a lot of returning players, a couple missing. It's at home. We're traveling a far distance, so I think it's an uphill battle for us, and I'd love to give us. I think we have a fighting chance of doing well, but I think Naples has the upper hand in this match. Just those other factors.
Yeah. Weather. Let's talk about the weather for a second. Fort Wayne FC has been practicing in the cold. They're going to play in about 73 degrees on Saturday. It's not sweltering heat. It's not, they're not going to die because they're sucking in like so much hot air, right? It's beautiful soccer weather. I would love to go from 30 degrees to 70 degrees and play. Your body will adjust quicker to that than going the other way if Naples were coming here, which that's not happening right now. But I don't know that that's going to be a huge factor because it's not going to be middle of summer, sweltering heat there. It's going to be beautiful soccer weather that these guys love playing in. They just haven't seen it yet. So I think that maybe is an advantage because it's new to us, right? Home field advantage, absolutely. I hear it's a great atmosphere there. There's something for everyone in Naples. Ian talked a lot about that. Check out that episode coming out Tuesday. Score predictions, guys. It sounds like you're leaning maybe Naples' way because of the experience, because of the home field advantage, and the travel that Fort Wayne FC, and the fact that we don't know. Give us your score predictions for this match.
I'll go first. I'm going opposite. I'm saying we come out with the win, 3-1.
Ooh, all right. Ooh. Anthony's got a 3-1 win, Fort Wayne FC. I like it. Paul?
I think it'll be tighter than that. I think 1 goal max, if not a draw. I really think both teams are learning themselves and learning each other.
Okay.
So I originally put down a 2-1 loss for Fort Wayne.
Okay.
But
2-1 loss.
Tight game could go either way.
I'll let Todd be the bulletin board material here. I'll be more optimistic. Although I do think I did look at the betting odds. There are no betting odds online right now. This game is completely up. I was just curious, what's the over under? But I'd love to see them come out with a draw. I think it's possible. I'll say 1-1.
1-1 draw. Man, okay. So it's going to be a tight game. Anthony thinks might be a little bit more aggressive on Fort Wayne FC's part. I was going to go 3-1 Fort Wayne. But because Anthony stole my thunder with that one, I'm going to go. I don't know that I really believe it's going to end this way, but I think there's going to be multiple goals. And I think Fort Wayne FC comes out with their first shutout of the season. So I'm going to go 2-0 Fort Wayne FC in this match because of what we know of what we have on defense, and because we know we've got some attacking firepower and Naples has some questions on their back line. I think Fort Wayne comes away with the win, and I'm going to go 2-0. All right. We will circle back next week and check out who is closest, who wins the day. I'm going to say I'm going to just because.
And you're going to be there. That's going to be awesome.
I'm going to be there. Yeah, absolutely. It's going to be a lot of fun. My son and I, 16-year-old son, are going down, spending the weekend there in Naples. Going to do some airboat tours and probably eat some fried gator and, experience all the things that Naples has to offer, including Fort Wayne FC's first match at Paradise Sports Complex. We'll report back next week on how that goes or how that went and tell you all about Fort Wayne FC's win from the stadium there in Naples. We will be there. Actually, I'll be reporting. We'll do the podcast. I'll be live in Naples from our Airbnb next week on this show. Looking forward to that. We will see you next Sunday night after Fort Wayne's first match of the season. Can't wait.